Disneyland. Just one simple word can spark up an image of fun, nostalgia, memories, and laughter, and you can just envision the sights, the sounds, and the smells. Some of my favorite memories come from Disneyland. This pair of Minnie Mouse ears was actually the first pair I bought when I was just 5 years old, and I've been wearing them ever since. There's just something magical about Disneyland that keeps me longing to go back. And it's not just me. From infant to elderly, Disneyland creates a utopia separate from this reality. As you enter the park, you pass a sign that reads, "Here you leave today, and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy." And the park couldn't be described any better. Disneyland uses a special type of magic that is both inviting for all ages and can simulate an alternate reality, truly making it the happiest place on earth. Now that you know a brief intro, I'd like to discuss Disney's timeless environment. First, Disneyland creates a welcoming atmosphere that is thrilling for all ages. After all, it was Walt Disney's initial goal to create an amusement park for both children and adults. Walt came up with the idea for Disneyland after visiting several theme parks with his daughters. He sat on a bench and watched his daughters play and wished there was a place where adults can join their children in having fun. D23, the official Disney fan club, states Disneyland was a totally new kind of park. Observers coined the term theme park, but that didn't even seem to do Disneyland justice. It has been used as a pattern for every amusement park built since its opening, becoming internationally famous and attracting hundreds of millions of visitors. Walt said that Disneyland would never be completed as long as there was imagination left in the world, and that statement remains true today. New attractions are added regularly, and Disneyland is even more popular now than it was in 1955. And Walt's wish came true. Especially today, there are many gems within Disneyland that are aimed towards every age to keep the magic alive. With 5 lands to enjoy, there is something for everyone. There are rides for the thrill seekers and the mellow riders, and with the addition of new areas, Disney continues to widen its target audience. Todd Martins writes in the Los Angeles Times that Disneyland, with its lush and fanciful architecture, a fairy tale castle up ahead, a Swiss mountain to the right, an old Western-like movie set to the left, is full of details that attract our brain's attention. And these details keep us coming back. There's a sense of comfort, nostalgia, and reassurance that Disneyland provides for all ages, and people can't get enough of it. Disneyland also entices its audience of all ages through its celebrations. One example of this is through Disneyland celebration pins. Whether it's your birthday, your first time at the park, you are newlywed, or you are just celebrating a milestone, Disneyland gives you a pin that you can wear all day. Cast members and even strangers will congratulate you, adding to the magic of your experience and giving you great memories. The parades continue to be a staple of Disneyland's charm, as cheery music plays and happy characters dance. And arguably, the most magical celebrations of all are holidays at Disneyland. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Christmas at Disneyland is full of Disney magic, with every corner and character of the park in theme. People of all ages come to Disneyland just to witness these celebrations, and this joyful atmosphere continues to add to the enchantment of the park. Now that I have explained how Disneyland is geared toward all ages, I will now describe the special kind of magic it uses. For the past 65 years, the park has done a successful job of keeping its charm and welcoming demeanor with the help of some Disney magic. Disneyland first does this through cleverly hiding the chaos. For instance, Disneyland is full of underground tunnels, which cast members use to transport food, supplies, and even characters discreetly to their destinations. In other words, you will never see a cast member walking to work or bringing bags of ice to a restaurant. The park is also full of cast members whose sole duty is to pick up the trash the second it falls to the ground. And speaking of trash, one blog, the Mickey blog, explains that before the park even opened, Walt came up with the idea to have a trash can every 30 feet so that no one would litter. He also wanted to have lids and flaps on every trash can in the park to prevent the smell of garbage from taking over. Disneyland has truly thought of everything. And have you ever noticed when you ask for directions, cast members point with 2 fingers? They do this so they don't offend anyone and to be as precise as possible. Disneyland is great at hiding or eliminating any bits of disorder, keeping us focused on our favorite parts and keeping the magic alive. Disney has the ability to alter reality, fully immersing you in whichever land or attraction you are in. In every ride you enter, you are instantly transported into its environment. One way Disneyland does this is through the smells. Insider.com explains that Imagineers understand scent is a strong trigger for memory, which can help us associate Disneyland with childhood nostalgia just by getting a whiff of popcorn. That explains why the second you enter the park, you instantly feel at home. The iconic smells can be attributed to amazing memories or even your favorite rides. The combination of sights and scents can make you believe you are truly in that setting, even if you know it isn't real. In Pirates, the smell of the water and the dark mood lighting creates an experience that you are in a world of battling pirates. In Haunted Mansion, it grows colder and smells of a dusty attic. In Jungle Cruise, you are surrounded by the sounds of animals in the rivers of Africa and Asia, and are guided by hilarious tour guides that even sometimes break the fourth wall. David Allen, the artistic director of Midland Actors Theatre, explains this concept of mimicking a false reality further in his journal titled Disneyland, Another Kind of Reality. He writes, "The Disney park does not simulate the real. Rather, it celebrates the art of simulation, the ability to construct fantasy worlds as if they are real. As visitors, we feel as if we could be in a real place and time, but we are aware that it is, after all, a fantasy." This is why people are always longing to return to Disneyland. The magic of the park, even if we know it's just a trick, has and always will keep us coming back. I have discussed how Disneyland applies their concept of pixie dust magic to their own park, from creating an ageless environment and simulating an escape from reality, and now I would like to conclude. Overall, Disneyland creates an atmosphere that is timeless enough for all ages and magical enough for you to keep coming back. The magic of Disneyland has created a surreal world that seems to give us an opportunity to escape our mundane everyday lives. As it celebrates its 65th anniversary, the park still holds a special place in the hearts among many. And I'm sure we can all agree that we simply cannot wait to go back. Thank you.